Hey everyone, it's Josh Kelly over Review Kangaroo. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm really excited to share what we have today. We're going to help you turn your company from getting maybe a few reviews a month, maybe some of you get maybe a dozen or a couple dozen, to getting literally hundreds of reviews every single month. And not just, concepts, but actually how to do it. I'm going to give you actionable information and not only how to get those reviews, but how to actually use it to drive your business. Turn reviews into revenue, which is really the whole point. What's the point of having all these great reviews on Google if it doesn't drive your call volume, if it doesn't help with your closing percentage, if you're not maximizing that effort to make sure you get as many reviews as possible? Now, guys, this presentation is about half hour, 40 minutes. Sometimes I go a little bit longer. I can be a little chatty sometimes. Make sure you guys have pen, paper in front of you. We are going to be doing a live question and answer at the very end. So make sure you're prepared, because if you have a question in the first 10 minutes, you're probably not going to remember 20 minutes later. So write it down, get back to us. You can certainly type it in the chat function too. We will tackle as many questions as we can at the very end. We may not get to every single one, and that's okay, guys. You could always email us, or we'll try to respond directly to you guys if we have your contact information. We'll get you as many answers as we can, try to help you guys as much as possible. Guys, make sure, do me a favor, not that long a presentation. I promise it'll be worth it. I will make sure that this gives you information that you actually love and you can actually use. Trust me, I spent a lot of time and effort on it. Do me a favor, put your phones on vibrate, close your office door, make sure that you have some undivided attention for me. I'm giving my time for you. I really appreciate if you did the same for me. And trust me, I'm going to make it worth your time. So without further ado, guys, we're going to be starting here any second. I'm trying to let people hop on. I can see they're hopping on right now, but you know what? We'll start it up. If they're a few minutes late, they're a few minutes late. All right, guys, thank you. I'm going to turn around here. You're going to see my screen here. We're going to do a little PowerPoint presentation. I'm excited to show you what we got. All right, guys, you should be staring at a PowerPoint screen here. It says Review Kangaroo, take control of your online reputation. Can someone just give me a quick thumbs up and make sure you guys are staring at the same thing I'm staring at? Looks like we're good to go. Okay, perfect. As I said, we're going to show you the how, the why it's important, how to dominate other businesses using the power of reviews and turning those reviews into actual revenue. So really, our whole system, our whole concept really started with one basic need. Hey, we needed to find a way to dominate powerful third-party review sites. The Facebooks of the world, Google for sure, Yelp, HealthGrades.com, Cars.com, Tripadvisor, BBB, Angie's List, Kudzu. There are so many review sites out there right now, but it really does make a difference. It's where people are looking for our services. We need to show up there and show up really well, because that's how people pick. Guys, I'm going to actually bribe you here. So I'm going to make a deal you can't refuse. If you guys stay for this whole presentation, it's 30 to 40 minutes, you guys stay all the way to the end, I'm actually going to give you the same system that we use to help grow our company, from receiving a few reviews a month to actually now it's about 300 real reviews every single month. And the key there is not just reviews by email or, hey, you did a great job. Those are valuable. I'm actually driving them out to places where it matters, to Google, to Yelp, to Facebook, to BBB, to places that help grow our business and help grow our call volume, our conversion rates, our closing percentage. Made a big difference literally in revenue. So guys, make sure you give us our attention. Make sure you close your door. Make sure you turn off your cell phones, just like I mentioned before. I think it always is helpful for you guys to know who we are, because once you know who we are and why we do this, it'll kind of help you wrap your head around how the system works and why it works the way it does. So there's actually 3 partners here. I'd like to introduce you to all 3 of my partners. The first partner is Paul Kelly. He actually owns one of the largest HVAC and plumbing companies in the United States. He was former VP at Blue Dot, which was a consolidation company of home service companies. And everybody knows Roto-Rooter. It's a gigantic plumbing franchise. He was one of the VPs there as well. And actually here in Phoenix, he grew his HVAC business, a company called Parker & Sons, from about $6 million to $70 million. He'll actually do $80 million this year. And he's actually one of the largest dealers in the nation, not just Lennox. He's probably a top 10 to 15 dealer. Then we have Brennan. Brennan is our development and our SEO guy. He's actually the owner-operator of a company called Bio. It's one of the most successful SEO companies in the entire United States. He's actually ranked in the top 50 reputation management companies. And he is absolutely our expert in SEO, definitely in our online sales, conversion tools,
and actually some of our follow-up system, which we have some really cool follow-up systems I'll share with you. And he really is a leader in the online customer experience. Of course, guys, we got me, Josh Kelly, the good-looking guy there, running with the Bulls outfit. Yes, I was running with the Bulls. I'm one of the owners of an industry-leading marketing firm here in the United States. I really focus on home service companies. I also work for Parker & Sons. I did their marketing and have done their marketing up until this year, helping them grow from 6 million to 70. The last couple of years, I've focused on dominating review sites and really focusing on reviews because I found that reviews today are what referrals were 10 years ago. Referrals are the best way to grow your business. Now, the reason I bring this up, guys, is because we have 3 different business perspectives. We have the business owner, we have the marketing person, which is me, we have Brennan, which is the SEO and the development side. We see this business and your guys' business and the whole system from 3 totally different angles. Paul, the business owner, he is very much focused on closing rates, on getting higher average ticket, about growing his revenue. Of course, we are too. I am, of course, too. But I love to focus on call volume. How do I get that phone to ring? How do I get someone to email you, to try to contact you? Because that's my background. And if you get a whole bunch more calls, of course your revenue is going to go up. But I think of it slightly different. Whereas Brennan, he's more the SEO guy. He's, hey, how do we convert more? How do we get more people in traffic? How do we automate? How do we make things simpler? How do we make your life easier? Totally different concept, totally different perspectives. Obviously the same goal, but it's great to know that, hey, you're covered from all areas. It's not just a marketing guy building this thing. You know, we're seeing it from all sides to make sure you're covered as much as possible. And I want to go into how I originally and how Parker & Sons and several of my clients and several of Brennan's clients and Paul obviously as well, we did reviews before we started using the system. And that is, we did it the hard way. We learned everything wrong about getting reviews. We learned what not to do much more effectively than we learned how to do it effectively. Really what we did there is simple things like, hey, we asked for reviews in person. Every time we spoke to someone or called someone or did a happy call, we're trying to ask for a review. We sent emails every single day. We pulled a customer list every single day, sent them all emails. As I said, we made happy calls trying to follow back up with you. People get reviews. We sent direct mail pieces to customers at certain points, and we used social media. We did monthly social media blasts. And the truth is, it worked. Well, it kind of worked. What really happened is we captured a lot more reviews, but a few negative reviews would slip in, and it absolutely destroyed all the hard work that we did. So even though we were getting more reviews, our average star rating wasn't going up. In fact, a lot of our positive reviews would actually get wiped out. They would get filtered by sites like Yelp, and they would leave the negative reviews. So sometimes we would get 15, 20 reviews that month, and our star rating would actually go down because only 5 would stick on Yelp. Of those 5, 2 were negative, 3 were positive. The other 15 that were 5 stars never made it. They were in that filtered section. So reviews then versus reviews now. Reviews have changed a lot, right? That's why it's so important to do reviews. Reviews are what referrals used to be. Reviews really were made in person by actual people you know, friends, family, neighbor. The truth is now, if you guys are anything like me, I pull into my neighborhood, up to my garage door goes up, I pull in, the garage door goes down behind me. I don't talk to my neighbors the same way I used to. I don't ask my family for referrals. I don't ask my friends, hey, do you know a good restaurant down the street or a good plumber or a good roofer? I honestly don't do that. I do what most people do, and that's that I look them up on Google. When I look them up on Google, I see reviews. Now, the difference there, those reviews back then, they were made from actual experiences, directly from customers. They were honest, actual feedback because there was no ulterior motive for them, right? They were a friend of yours, and they absolutely could be trusted. But that's not how reviews are now. Reviews are totally different now. They're not personal in any way. They're anonymous sources made by virtually anyone, sometimes competitors. They could or could not be an actual customer. You have no way of knowing. They really focus on the negative. And most importantly, they really can't be trusted. A lot of those reviews aren't real reviews. They're not a legitimate review source. Now, they may be fake reviews because that person really didn't have a service, or a really negative person focusing on the wrong thing. They're not giving you great feedback. The crazy thing is, even though the quality reviews have dropped, I love that picture of Arnold, by the way, their importance has actually increased drastically. The truth is, if you were searching for plumbing here in Phoenix or air conditioning, and you saw these three options, which one would you choose? Would you choose Parker & Sons with 598 reviews and a 4.5, or ABC Heating and Cooling with 62 and they're 2.4? Or Blackwell, hey, good star rating, 4.3. We only had 7 reviews. They don't know. I don't know anything about these companies. Now, I know Parker & Sons, so that's not fair, but most customers don't know anything about these companies. They can only go off the information that they have. We decided we want to dominate these third-party sites, but how do you do that? It came with one really basic thought. Hey, what if only positive reviews made it to third-party sites? So we didn't get negative reviews anymore. Hey, that's how we could dominate sites like the Yelp, the Google, the Facebook, the BBB, and others. We could really own the space and grow our business. And we figured out a great, amazing way to do that. But first, guys, I want to start with 3 secrets. I have 3 sacred secrets that are really going to change the way that you think of reviews. Secret number 1, guys. Getting a great online reputation is difficult. Now, that's not necessarily surprising. I'm assuming a lot of you know that getting reviews can be a difficult thing. But let me break down why it's difficult. Number 1, review sites, they can be a little bit difficult to work with. They often filter out positive reviews. Negative reviews are less likely to be filtered. And they want you to focus on paid opportunities where you can actually control the message. Here's a Yelp page. You'll see, hey, 32 reviews. These are the not filtered section. You'll notice, hey, there's not a lot of 1 stars here. Most of the filtered reviews tend to be positive. Reviews in general are difficult. Forget the review sites. Reviews tend to skew negative, extremely negative. It actually takes 12 positive experiences to make up for an unresolved negative experience. News of a bad customer reaches twice as many ears as good, and 78% of consumers admit it takes less than 5 negative reviews to make them reconsider their purchasing process. So less than 5. If you're doing 50 calls a day, or 100 calls a day, or 500 calls a day, or 5 calls a day, mistakes happen. And when those mistakes happen, if that customer goes out to a third-party site and leaves a review, that scars you. And it's very difficult to overcome. Reviews are very, very difficult all the way around because the system's working against you because they don't want to help you. They want you to pay. And human nature is working against you. When you do a great job, that's what you're supposed to do. You don't get a slap in the back for doing exactly what you're paid to do. Secret number 2, guys, getting more reviews, it's just not enough. More reviews is great, but if negative reviews are sprinkled in, it's just not going to help you that much. You're going to spin your wheels. Now, I like to bring this up because it comes up all the time with marketing people. And I come from a marketing background, so I thought this at one point, but then I really looked into it and did some research and looked at studies. I want to go over, hey, some reviews, negative reviews are a good thing because it gives more authority to the positive reviews. That's really not actually true. Number 1, I can tell you from personal experience, I actually bought I have an office right next to mine where we have a few people that follow up or retention, so they're on the phones all day. And there's 3 of them in this little office, so I had to buy noise dampening foam. So I went to Amazon, I looked up, and this is a true story. I saw 3 options, 3 totally different options. One had 1,000 reviews, was a 4.8. One had 50 reviews, was a 4.5, and one had no reviews. Which one do you think I looked at? I looked at the 1,000 review one. My first thought process was, oh man, they must really know how to skew reviews. It's like, oh my God, that must be a great product. I want to check out that first. The truth is, it's better to have 0 negative reviews than 5, 10, 15% of your reviews being negative. Because it's going to affect your average rating, and you're not even going to get the chance to try to explain to that customer. I'd rather have 1,000 reviews and 0 negative reviews, and that customer say, hey, how in the heck do you have so many amazing reviews and no negative reviews? Oh, it's because we have a really amazing product and we do really great service. That's a great conversation you want to have. And the truth is, to have a great online reputation, you need to have a lot of only positive reviews. Without finding a way to cut out the negative reviews, you just won't improve your online reputation long term. You're always going to be fighting that battle. Secret number 3, guys. To be successful, you need to have a complete system for asking for reviews. So what I mean by that is, hey, sending emails, it's just not enough. Asking in person. It's just not enough. You need a complete system where you do multiple things and hit multiple ways. It's no different than advertising, right? Hey, if all you did was one direct mail piece, do you really think that's going to drive business? Or do you need to do one direct mail piece and online advertising and radio ads? And you have to do multiple things because you have to catch people more than once to get them in the thought process. So we suggest provide scripts and training materials and do a lot of this automatically, but asking for review in person, of course, placement on your websites, use scripts for when you're on the phone asking for reviews, when you're talking to the customer in person asking for reviews. You can do direct mail pieces. You put on your email newsletters. You can do text, verbiage on your invoice or receipts or the back of business cards. You can do handouts and flyers, social media posts once a month asking for reviews. You got to have the employees excited and engaged about it too, so they're involved in the process. And of course, you got to do daily email blasts. We actually have an email chain where we really ask for reviews, then we actually follow up with giving a discount future service and asking for referrals. At each one of those points, asking for reviews, of course, you need to be doing as many of these things and make sense for your business. Now, do you have to do all these things? No. But the more things that you do, the more effective it is. It's just like advertising. You have to hit someone 3 times before it really catches their attention. Same thing for asking for reviews. So I'm going to go into a few interesting facts about reviews. So first interesting fact, 88% of people take time to read reviews before they make a major purchase decision. Now, in this study, a major purchase decision was anything over $100. Anything over $100, almost 9 out of 10 people are going to look you up online and look for your reviews. That is a gigantic number, and you need to do well when they see you. 87% of those customers actually take online reviews as seriously as if it was a personal recommendation, as if your neighbor was telling you, as your friend or family. 87%, almost 9 out of 10. Now, as business owners or marketing people, you probably don't think that way. You know that reviews can be pretty skewed, but customers don't think that way. So it's important that you really own that space. According to review, positive reviews produce up to an average of 18% uplift in sales. Harvard Business School actually did a study on this. They found a 1-star increase just on Yelp led to a 5 to 9% increase in revenue. Now, that was just 1 star, and that was just on Yelp. What if it was 2-star? What if you went from a 2.5 to a 4.5 star on Yelp? And you didn't just do it on Yelp, but you also did it on Google, and you did it on Facebook, and you did it on Tripadvisor, and you did it on HealthGrades.com. Whatever review sites drive your industry, drive your business, it will make a gigantic difference in your business. 73% of customers say positive reviews make them trust the business more. You're walking into the door with more authority. I want to turn these reviews from a hurdle that you can and do overcome now to an asset that helps you sell more, that helps make your life easier, that helps make customers trust you more. 7 in 10 Americans say they're actually willing to spend more with companies they believe will provide excellent customer service, which really means you can actually charge more if you have great reviews. If customers know that they're going to get a great job from you, of course you can charge more. The key there is, hey, what do reviews really mean to you? It means more revenue. Because more reviews literally means more sales. So I'm going to break down to our system here, Review Kangaroo. I'm going to pull up a slide here. This is just our contact information in case you guys want to call us or email us afterwards. We're always available to chat. Whether you guys want to become a client or not, we want to help as many businesses understand reviews and the value to them and how you can improve the reviews, whether you use our system or not. I'm actually going to switch over, guys. I'm going to click on Review Pro Auto here, and I'm actually going to go through Review Pro as a demo site. So give me 1 sec. We'll kick over right now. This is Ace Auto. So this is our demo site. It's not a real company, by the way, so we're not going to get in trouble for leaving a fake review. I wanted to show you this because it's great to see it on a live site. Our system is actually an API. We actually have 2 separate APIs. I'll actually show you each one here. One here on Ace Auto and one of a real client, so you can kind of wrap your head around it. What an API means to you is it's literally on your website. You control it, the look, the feel. You have the ability to cross-sell, click to call. I'm driving people to where it's most valuable to you. But more importantly, we actually did pretty significant testing on this, and we found you are way more likely to get a review if we drive them back to your website first. They're aware of your website. They've been there before, odds are. They recognize the email address. It's an easier drive than sending out directly to Google or Yelp itself. And they don't necessarily understand that the process is going to involve them going to Google anyway. They think the process can be really, really easy since it's on your website. They don't understand that if they had a great experience, a 5-star experience, I push them to Google anyway. Let me just kind of walk you through. You'll see the Review Us button right here at the top. That actually pull up the first of our 2 APIs. Now, one of the first things you'll recognize is that we don't actually ask for a review on the company. That sounds a little weird, but we actually ask for a review on the individual employee they did business with. So for Ace Auto, this is a mechanic or an auto body guy or somebody changing your tires or your oil, whatever it is for your business can be different. But the reason that we make it about a person is for 2 major reasons. Number one, it skews the reviews a lot more positively. It is really hard to be negative when you're literally staring someone in the face. It makes it very personal. I've humanized leaving reviews. And you're way more likely to get that review. On average, you're about 8 times more likely to get a review on a person compared to a brand or logo because the conversation is different. Hey, would you leave me a review? It would really help me. They just did business with that person. They're more likely to help them than they are to help your company because ultimately, the people that they deal with, did business with, that is your company. Humanizing it definitely gets you way, way more reviews. So we'll pick someone here. Let's pick Adam. Adam's an auto body supervisor here, and I got in a fender bender, and I needed my bumper replaced. So I went to Ace Auto and talked to Adam and went ahead and replaced my bumper. After the service was done, Adam asked me for a review in person. I love it when your employees ask for reviews in person. I'm certainly going to help them do that. I'm going to provide scripts, training materials, videos, everything they possibly can need to help them ask as effectively as possible. But I know no matter how good a job I do, not every employee is going to ask. They just won't. It's just not a battle we can win every single time, especially with every single customer. So I want to do automated things too. So I'm going to help you set up an email system. Our system is actually a chain where you send the email. The very first email is going to be asking for reviews. Second one is, hey, giving a discount on future service or maybe cross-selling. The bottom 30% asking for reviews. And the final one, hey, we'd love to get referrals. Try to drive a little more business your way, right? Bottom 20% asking for reviews. Trying to drive more business, not just get you more reviews. You could obviously do a text as well, monthly social media blast. You can put information in the back of your business cards, on the bottom of your receipts, on invoices if you use invoices. We have up to 13 different ways, most of them entirely automated, to help you get more reviews and stay in front of that customer without being obnoxious. And let's say Adam's email caught my attention. I clicked on the reviews link, take me to this page. I actually pick Adam, come to this page. This is our only qualification question. Hey, how was your service with Adam from 1 to 5 stars? Number 1, I skewed a little bit. You'll notice the 5 stars here is, hey, I really liked Adam. 4 stars, I just liked him. 3 stars, hey, you know what, he was okay. Totally different than Yelp or Google. Yelp or Google, it is literally, woohoo, amazing service. That's 5 stars. That's pretty ridiculous, pretty hard to achieve. I've more accurately defined what I think 5 stars is, and you'd be surprised it does actually skew the results. But more importantly, we're trying to decide, did this customer have a great experience or did they have a bad experience? Because they actually treat those 2 customers differently. If they have a 5-star experience, I'm going to help them drive out to websites that you care about. Google, Yelp, Facebook, Tripadvisor, Cars.com, HealthGrades, whatever review sites we choose together. If they had a bad experience, 1-star experience, I don't want that customer to go to Google. Instead, I want to give you the opportunity to respond to that customer. So I'm going to have them fill out a form, send you what happened, why it happened, and let you respond directly to that customer and keep it between you and that customer. Give you the chance to solve that issue before it becomes public knowledge and impossible to bring down. So I'll go through this real quick where I show you positive first and we'll swing back around for a negative just so you can kind of visualize. I'll try to keep this quick, guys. So let's give Adam 5 stars. He was awesome, helpful, friendly, everything we asked him to do. Since this was a positive review, it's going to go to what we call our Ask for Review page. So you notice that this message, it's literally written from first person. It's in Adam's perspective, trying to humanize as much as possible. And this message, of course, is totally customizable. In fact, most of the verbiage in the entire system is customizable. This one's actually a step further, though, where it's not just customizable by your company, but can be done by individual employee or maybe by department. That car mechanic is going to have a totally different experience than the guy that changes your tires. Those are 2 different jobs. They may be very similar, but there's a different experience with the customer. And if you phrase the message slightly differently, you're actually more likely to get that review because it's much more personal. And really all this message is doing is saying, hey, will you go one of the below sites and write me a quick review? You have up to 6 at any given time. Let's say a customer leaves a review at Yelp, literally takes you directly to the page where they write a review on Yelp. We're making this as easy as possible. You will notice, hey, everything's there. They just need to fill out their review. It takes about a minute in total for a customer. Really, really simple process. Let's say we X out Yelp here. We just left an amazing 5-star review. Go back to Ace Auto. We always take the time to ask, hey, were you able to leave a review? The reason that we asked that is we found 10 to 15% of customers decide not to leave reviews on third-party sites. We're going to capture the review anyway. And we're actually going to get you marketing value. Give you the ability to share it on social media. I'll give you the ability to share it on your own website. I'll kind of go through that process in a minute. But let's just say for demo purposes, yes, I was able to leave a review. And we always ask, hey, would you leave another review on another site? We actually found 3 to 5% of customers write multiple reviews. If they want to do one on Google and on Yelp and on Facebook, all the better. It doesn't hurt to ask. We'll say no. What's going to pop up is a customized thank you message, where we suggest just thanking them for taking the time to leave a review. Obviously, you can put anything you want there, right? And we actually send an email immediately after, where we suggest thanking them again, giving them a discount on future service or cross-selling, and asking for referrals. What we're doing there is trying to drive more business for you. Plus, I know when you're very busy and you have a lot going on, I know you probably won't take the time to respond to positive reviews. It's just human nature. It's not the top of your priority list. So I'm going to respond to every single one for you, make your life easy. That's kind of the positive side. Negative side, guys, is actually pretty simple too. Actually, a little bit simpler if you believe it or not. We'll pick someone else here. Let's pick Arnold. So let's say Arnold came out to my house and he did an amazing job, but he was late and that really upset me. Or he tracked mud through my house, or maybe he was just horrible right from the beginning. I just didn't like him. It doesn't matter. I'm going to give him a 1-star experience. I'm still going to ask for a name. We're still going to ask for an email address, just like before. But this time, since it's not a positive review, we're not going to go to that ask for review page. We're going to go to what we call an internal review page. This message, it's not the same as the one before. It is way more neutral because I know they didn't have a great experience. And because they didn't have a great experience, I'm not going to ask them to go out to Google. I'm not going to ask them to go out to Yelp. Instead, I'm going to have them fill out a form. Hey, give me your contact information. Tell me exactly what happened. So this has huge, massive benefits that we'll actually cover in a little bit later. The most obvious one is, hey, that negative review, it's not going out to third-party sites anymore. And because every single review is tied to an employee, this is an amazing employee management system. You're literally finding out on every single customer, hey, what happened with this specific employee? And because the way we're set up on the back end and the front end, you'll actually be able to see Arnold is a rock star. He keeps getting these 4 and 5-star reviews. Here's exactly what's happening. Or it could be the opposite. Hey, Arnold keeps getting these 1 and 2-star reviews, and they keep talking about how he's always late, or how he's tracking mud through my house, or how he didn't shake my hand, whatever it was. You'll get actionable information off every single employee. So that's kind of our review gathering API. Really simple, guys. It's got to be simple for the customer, because if it's not simple, they won't use it. And I want them to use it as much as humanly possible, because I want you to be able to control your own future. I want you to get those reviews. So let's kind of go over what that includes. So it includes an entire customized review management system. Obviously, it's going to be customized to you, to your website. We have an employee-based funnel, a personalized employee-based funnel. We have that negative screening process. So we're not going to get those negative reviews on those third-party sites anymore. And of course, we're going to help you with custom verbiage for the entire site, for the entire system, not for the entire site. You guys are in charge of the rest of your site. We're just going to help you on that review system. We actually value that about $8,188. For $8,100 or $8,200, you get to dominate those third-party sites where people are actually looking for your service. Because the truth is, guys, more reviews, they really mean more revenue. It's going to put more money in your pocket with the higher star rating you get and the higher number of reviews. And the truth is, guys, if you only got an 18% increase in sales, would that be worth $8,100, $8,188? Of course it would. But what if it did more? What if we gave you more? I'm actually going to sweeten the pot. I'm going to take those same reviews that were on those third-party sites like Google, like Yelp. I'm going to put them back on your website, get you SEO value. I'm going to put them on what we call our map system. So I'm going to pull up a real life example here so you can actually see what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so this is Parker & Sons, Paul's actual company here in Phoenix, the HVAC and plumbing business. You'll see right here in the top, there's a little Review Us button. That will take you to the Review API that we already covered. I want to show you our second system, our map schema one, right? So theirs is under About Us, Our Reviews. Every single time they get a positive review, or you would get a positive review, we actually pull the IP address of that customer and we place it directly on a Google Map system. So you can see this literally ties with Google. Now, each one of these represents a positive review. So for Parker & Sons, it can be 4 or 5 star review. Now, what this is customer generated. It's consistently generated. It's relevant information, and we put geolocation tags and meta tags on every single one of these. So imagine having a blog on your website that you're speaking Google's language, and you're doing it every time you get a review, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, sometimes 10 times a day. I'm developing content for you that actually helps the value of your website. Right below the map system, we have subsidies. You're going to help us choose subsidies that are in your service area. So we're going to have a unique page for each one, which is really valuable just from Google's perspective. Plus, this is a great closing tool too. It's very visual. Hey, you can pull up reviews in your neighborhood, sometimes on your street. It's a very visual way of showing your great customer service. Right below that, you'll see the number of 5-star reviews. That's Parker & Sons' number of 5-star reviews since they've been on the program so far. The overall lifetime average, and all the most recent reviews. And you can see Parker & Sons, they get quite a few every single day. Sometimes they'll get 10, 15, sometimes they'll get 20. Depends on the day and how many calls they're running. And you see they're actually landing places too. That one's on Google. That's internal. That's Google. That's Yelp. Great way to show off your great customer service and build your website's value. So that's kind of something really cool that we do. And this ties directly in from the first system. So, hey, you install it one time, it takes 5 minutes. It's good forever. It's going to keep getting you reviews, keep getting content for you, and you don't even have to lift a finger. It's automated 100%. All right, so let's go back to the slides here, guys. All right, guys, so let's go over what you're going to get again one more time. So you get that customer review management system, the employee-based funnel, the review screening process where we take out those negative reviews, the customized verbiage for the entire site, and the review map system. That's a total value, guys, of $9,185. But I'm not done sweetening the pot here, guys. We're actually also going to include our 13 pre-designed, pre-scripted systems for gathering reviews. So what I mean by that is, hey, when we say you should leave an email or do this email chain, I'm not just going to leave it there. I'm going to give you concrete examples, scripts, templates, walking you through step-by-step things that we've already tried and always succeeded. We actually put together a list using the best practices of our top-performing companies in every single industry. That way, you don't have to experiment. We already know the best practices, and the most importantly, we already know that verbiage, that text, that email, that system works. It's already been proven to work on the system. So what do you guys get? You get the review management system, the employee-based funnel, the negative review screening process, the customized verbiage, the review map system, and those 13 ways to gather reviews, the 13 pre-designed, pre-scripted ways. That's a total value of $9,382. But you know what? I know that's a lot of money, so I'm going to actually give you some added value. Not only am I going to give you all that, I'm going to give you a few bonuses. Bonus number one, guys, every time you get a review, we're going to automatically reach out to those customers, offer discounts on future service, and ask for referrals. I want to show you an exact example. So here's an email example. Notice that the first line is we're thanking them, right? Thank them for leaving a review. This one has a discount on future service, which is $20 off any service, right? Specifically says in the verbiage there, can that be combined? Should be on the next service probably, but we're going to give a discount on future service. You can certainly cross-sell here. And it's very easy to change in the back end. So if you want a different promotion every month, absolutely doable. Notice at the bottom, it says coupon is 100% transferable. If you have any friends or family that might need our help, please send this to them. We'd love to help them and offer the same discount to them, asking for referrals. The truth is, you already know they had a great experience. They've already told you, and they've told people online, right? That's how they got in that system. But why not take it a step further and ask them to tell people in person? They will do it. So what are you guys going to get? You get the review management system, the employee-based funnel, the negative review screening process, verbiage the entire site, the review map system, 13 pre-designed ways of getting reviews, and that auto email system for referrals, cross-selling, and future discounts and future service. Trying to drive more business for you. Guys, that's still a total value of $9,318. Bonus number 2, guys. We can give you one location where you can track all of your online reviews across multiple third-party sites. You no longer have to check 8 different websites to find out what customers are thinking about you. I'm going to say it all in one place, the back end of Review Kangaroo. And I'm going to send you summary and trending information. They're literally going to be in your email inbox already. So literally just one place for all of your reporting and tracking, making it easy for you. Because truth is, guys, knowing, that's half the battle. And yes, I just pulled the G.I. Joe quote. Because when you know what people think of your business, you can make better business decisions. You could maybe change your marketing. They think you're the low-price leader, and you're really the high-quality guy. Hey, don't you think your marketing should reflect that? Your customer service policies certainly can be reflecting. Customers think you have an issue with being on time. Hey, let's change those customer services policies if that's an issue. Or, of course, our internal monitoring procedures. We could change what we do internally to better affect customers, to get better customer service. Perception and reality are often not the same thing, especially with online reviews. You know what kind of service you deliver. You know what kind of company you want to be. Customers need to see it the same way you do. You can only shape that customer's perception when you know. If you don't know, there's no way to change it. How would you even know what to change? So let's go over what you're going to get one more time. You're going to get that customer review management system, that personal employee-based funnel, the negative review screening process, the customized verbiage, the review map, the pre-designed ways to gather reviews, that auto email system, and a real-time tracking and reporting, which is very, very valuable. Guys, that's a total value of still $9,000, but that's not all I'm going to give you. I'm going to keep sweetening the pot, so this is a no-brainer. I'm also going to give you real-time feedback on every single one of your employees. Because the way we're set up, literally every single review, both positive and negative, we tie to an employee. So it's an amazing employee management tool. You'll be able to see who your all-stars are. You'll be able to see where you need help. You can actually make better training decisions because you know what's going on in the field live time. Or maybe even personnel decisions. If you're having issues with an employee consistently, that might be a good reason for him not to be working for you anymore, or her. You can actually save customers by reacting to issues in a much more timely manner. Most of the time now, if a customer has an issue, you don't hear about it to the 10th time because not every customer complains. I help you identify your better customer service all-stars. So I'll help you know, not from my perspective, but from your customer's perspective, who's your strongest players? Who should we have training other people? And for the best employees, it gives them the ability to help grow as an employee. The best employees always want to improve. This is a great way to do it. This is actually a customer testimonial from Holly Miller. I'm going to mess this up, but she's VP of Customer Development at a local HVAC and plumbing company. And she actually said the employee management part of the program is almost as good as the great reviews we get. It's changed some of the ways we train for our phones and follow up with a customer. She's saying that the reviews, yes, they drew call volume, grew our closing percentage, all of that stuff, right? But the employee feedback, that's almost as valuable to her. That's a powerful statement. Think of what it could do for your business. You need to stop being reactive with issues. You need to be ahead of the curve. Let's solve issues before they come up by being proactive. So guys, let's go over again. You get that customer review management system, that personal employee-based funnel, the negative review screen, customized verbiage, the review map, the pre-designed ways to gather reviews, the auto email system, real-time tracking, and of course, the real-time employee feedback function, all for $9,300, guys. Guys, that's not all I'm going to give you, though. I'm going to keep pushing until you have no choice but to say yes. I'm going to give you one more bonus. We're going to actually push those positive reviews out to third-party sites as posts. So what do I mean by that? Hey, if you got a great review and they wrote a novel and it's just amazing, why not share that on social media? Facebook, Twitter, Google+. I'm going to make it easy for you. Do it at a click of a button. Get that great review, more traction. So if you want those reviews out to third-party sites, literally click of a button, guys. This is literally the back end review kangaroo. When I have that red box around, you click that. It's literally going to say, hey, you want this on Facebook, Twitter, or Google Plus, or all three. Put all three if it's a great review. Why just one? So let's go through it. What are you going to get? That customer review management system, the employee-based funnel, negative review screening process, the customized verbiage, the review map, the pre-designed ways to gather reviews, the auto email system, real-time tracking, real-time employee feedback, and that great social media post feature. I'm actually going to put value on these bonuses, guys. I'm going to call it an $897 value, which I actually think is very low. But that brings us to a total, guys, of $10,297. So, guys, the truth is, all the system did was grow your sales by up to 18%. Our average client grows 15%. To grow your sales by 15%, is it worth $10,000? Yes, I bet it is. It definitely is for me. If all it did was give you a way to instantaneously monitor and improve your customer service and your employee training, give you feedback on what customers are thinking about you and what your employees are doing when they're talking to those customers, is that worth $10,000? Absolutely. You could save so much business and grow so much business by doing that. What if all it did was increase your customer retention by fixing issues before they became long problems, help you with customer retention, cross-selling, having people use you again? Everyone knows that it's easier and cheaper to keep a customer than it is to get a new one. Would that be worth $10,000? Of course it would. What if all it did was improve your closing percentage and your customer satisfaction? Yes, of course that would be worth $10,000. Would it make sense to pay $10,000, $10,297? Of course it would. But the truth is, I'm not going to ask you for an investment of $10,000. I'm not even going to ask for $1,900. I'm not asking for $997. I'm not asking for $497. It can be as low as $99 a month. 99 does not include that map function. If you want that map function, because it is a separate system, it's $139 a month. $139 a month to grow your business, to help improve your employees, your employee retention, your customer retention, your closing percentage, your conversion rates, your average ticket for $139 a month. Now, I want to show you some real-life results. So I'm going to use Paul's company, Parker & Sons, as a case study. When they joined Review Kangaroo, they increased their average rating, they improved their closing percentages, and they had some significant revenue growth. Now, I want to focus on revenue growth so you can understand exactly what happened to bring that revenue growth, because that's a powerful statement, but hey, what exactly does that mean? We use those reviews, turn those reviews into revenue by growing call volume significantly, about 17% right away. We improved closing percentages. We increased sales because of that. We had a higher customer retention rate. We had more repeat customers, which is incredibly valuable. We raised our conversion rate significantly. Our average ticket went up, and we actually grew our market share. So in the very first 6 months of the program, went from 101 reviews on Google to a 455. BBB from 94 to 849, Facebook from 34 to 256, and Yelp from 66 to 169. That's the first 6 months of the program. They have way more reviews now, guys. You'll notice all the average ratings went up. Of course they went up. There were no negative reviews. Also in the very first 6 months, hey, they got 1,434 new positive reviews. Just positive. They had almost no new negative reviews. Revenue increased 19%, which to Parker & Sons was a $5 million increase in revenue. $5 million in 6 months for $139 a month. Truth is, guys, at that investment level, there really is no risk. No risk, just results. It literally is the deal of a lifetime. You literally probably spent more on coffee today than you did for this program. Or not today, this month, unless you're a coffee fiend, but you probably spent more on coffee this month than you would for this program. Guys, it's time your online reputation matched the service that you actually provide. And how do we do that? We do that by capturing and fixing those negative reviews before they make it out to those third-party sites and promoting and sharing all the good customer service that you do already. I'm just giving you credit for it. And that's how you can dominate those third-party sites like the Googles, the Yelps, the Facebooks, the BBBs of the world, and grow your business. So last time, guys, I promised, what exactly are you going to get? You're going to get the review management system, the employee-based funnel, the negative review screening process, the customized verbiage, the review map, the 13 pre-designed ways to gather reviews, the auto email system, the real-time tracking, the employee feedback, the social post feature, all for a value of $10,297. We're going to do it for $139 a month. A little sweeten the pot a little bit more, guys. If you sign up in the next 72 hours, we're actually going to give you a free 90-day membership to our jam sessions. Now, that sounds exciting, but what exactly is a jam session? No, it's not a concert that we put together, a Review Kangaroo band. That's not what it is. What it is we actually bring the best practices, not just on reviews. In fact, we never focus on reviews in these jam sessions. But we take our best performing companies, our highest growers, our best growth models, our most exciting new ideas, and we take it from those companies and we have them on for a long 45-minute jam session where they talk about what made them successful, what was new and interesting in their business, and things that you could use in your own business. So I'm going to go over just the next few jam sessions to kind of open your mind to exactly what I'm talking about. We actually have Paul coming up, and it's resetting what's possible. As I said, he went from about $6 million. This year he'll do about $80 million. So he had the whole thing about how he got there and why he got there and breaking it down kind of step by step, which is really valuable, not just for home service companies, but for any company. But I've actually seen the slides for these already, and it is really, really cool. He's also going to do a piece on recruitment and retention. Guys, he has 280 trucks on the road. You bet he has to do a lot of recruiting. And he has to really make an effort to retain his best guys. He has some really cool information about that I think could really help your business. It's one of the biggest issues most businesses have is, hey, how do I find great people and how do I keep them? We're also featuring Ellen Rohr. I don't know if you guys know who Ellen Rohr is, but she is a firecracker. She is awesome. She's doing a weekend business plan. So, hey, how do you build your business and plan it out in just one weekend? And then we're also featuring Court Aiken. That's my profit, not yours. He's actually going to break down, he works for a risk mitigation firm, and break down simple examples of how you could save money. So you don't have to pay insurance. Put it in your pocket instead. Simple things, actionable things, where you can actually make more money. So guys, remember, Review Kangaroo can be as low as $99 a month. Now, that's if you don't want the map function. Most of you want the map function, so it's $139 a month. Literally the biggest no-brainer at all. Guys, go ahead and go to that reviewkangaroo.com/pricing. Go sign up today. You got 72 hours to be part of that jam session. Oh, I forgot. By the way, there is no long-term contracts. So we're not going to hold you to the fire. There's not a 2-year commitment. There's not a 1-year commitment. We have a 30-day cancellation policy. The reason that we have that is, number one, I know you're going to stay because I know it works. But I want to earn your business every month. I want you to stay with the program because you're getting reviews, because your business is growing, because your revenue's up, because your closing percentage is up, not because I've locked you into a contract. I came from that side where people try to do that to me all the time. I never liked it, so I'm not going to do it to you. So guys, it's really risk-free. There's no risk, no excuses. The only thing you can do is win here. So guys, I'm just going to go ahead and bring this up one more time. It's $139 a month. There's the website, reviewkangaroo.com/pricing. Remember, guys, it's spelled a little weird, REVU. And let's go over a summary real quick of why the program is so effective. So why the program works. Number one, it gets you the most reviews possible. We do that by personalizing, making it a really easy process for customers, putting it on your website, giving you that complete review gathering system. We also eliminate negative reviews. We do that by humanizing the system, making it about a person, and more importantly, we pre-screen those bad reviews. So if you have a 1-star review, it doesn't go to Google anymore. It doesn't go to Yelp. It's going to go directly to you. And we maximize the value of all those reviews. Now, how do we do that? We push them out to third-party sites where you have the most value. We give you great SEO value with that map feature. We have a great share feature where you literally click a button and share it with social media. The employee management function, that map tool, and our ability to get you referrals. I want to thank you guys right now. I appreciate you coming up. I'm going to go ahead. A few people have been sending me emails this whole time, and I want to go ahead and just tackle a few questions real quick. And you guys can hop off if you want. I know I've kind of pushed a little bit over time. So hop up if you need to. Go ahead and go to that page, reviewkangaroo.com/pricing. You actually see pricing right there. So if you go to reviewkangaroo.com, and you can always email us, info@reviewkangaroo.com for questions, or you can give us a ring too. That's 602-456-8832. So into questions real quick, guys, and we're not going to have a chance to answer everybody, but we'll try to answer as many as you can over email, and we'll give you a ring afterwards if it's a real complex question. But simple question, Jenny. She said, how do we set up the system? So we actually have a 7-day onboarding process because we're customized. We customize every single one specifically for your website, specifically for your company. So it's not like if you sign up today, we're getting your reviews tomorrow. Just being 100% honest. It takes us 7 days to do that. So all we do is collect some information from you on the very first call. And that's going to be, hey, which review sites, what departments do you want? What offer can we put together? We're actually going to put together everything on the back end for you. We're going to put those custom messages. We're going to help you with those emails. We're going to do all the heavy lifting for you. The only thing we really ask you to do is take pictures of your people because we can't come out and take pictures for you, and we'll help you add them on yourself. Guys, you're going to get all this information by email. You're going to get videos. We're going to walk you through step by step the entire process. But we love chatting with you and kind of getting your feedback too. So we'd love to have essentially a 2-call process. It takes us 7 days to sign up, to set you up. Another question here. Steve asked, hey, how many sites can I push reviews to? We covered that before. You got up to 6. John asked, how does your email system work? So I guess I'm a little confused. John asked, how does your email system work automatically? I think what you're asking is, how does integration with our email system work? And to kind of explain that, so your CRM, whatever you're using to deal with customers or track your reporting or track your sales or your dispatching, whatever kind of business you are, we tie in with a lot of CRMs. If we don't tie in with yours right now, we could potentially be tying down the road if we have clients that are on the system. We just have to look into it, right? So we're not tied with every CRM in the world, but we're tied in with some big ones. And what we do is we automatically pull those emails after you've done business with them. So it's not like you have to pull a custom list for us. We're going to do most of that for you. Now, if you don't have a CRM or you have a really unusual one, there's a chance that you're going to have to pull a customer list and upload it to Review Kangaroo. It'll take a minute or two every single day. It's not this gigantic big deal, but we want to make it easy for you when you can. So, hey, if you're on major CRMs or you're using QuickBooks or something to that effect, we're going to pull that customer information automatically and help you out. Jonathan asks, do we lose our reviews if we cancel? Jonathan, of course not. Number one, those reviews are out on third-party sites, so we can't take those down if we wanted to, and we wouldn't want to. The truth is, you've paid for the system. You've done the work by doing the great service. We're just asking for reviews. So I'm not going to remove it from third-party sites. I'm not going to remove it from your website either. The truth is, I think you've earned that, and that map function, that's yours forever. Even the review gathering API, if you decide to cancel, I'm not going to just shut you off. I don't think that's right. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to lock you out of the back end of the system. So it's going to be, you can't pull reporting anymore, which makes it way less effective, of course. And over time, it's become less and less effective because you can't change out employees. You're going to have employees on there that are no longer with you, or you'll have new employees that are on the system. So that's kind of how we do it. One last question. Sophia asked, hey, do we get any discounts for multiple locations? Yes. Yes, we do discounts for multiple locations. Just call in, chat with us about it before you sign up. It's not a big deal. Phone number, guys, it's 602-456-8832. Oh, and you can always email us too, that info@reviewkangaroo.com. Guys, I want to thank you again so much for your time. It's been a blast chatting with you. Sorry I went so far over. I was just really excited and got a little chatty this one, but we'll talk to you again soon and look forward to hopefully working with a lot of you guys. And if you guys don't want to work with us, that's not the end of the world, but you still have questions, we still will answer them. I'm not against doing that. So let us know what you're thinking, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much, guys.